we're very excited to be here in Virginia at the University of Virginia, and heard a lot of good things about it, the beauty of the campus and the area, and it's definitely a gorgeous place. And you know, excited to get out on the field tomorrow and play. I think it's one of the toughest regionals, definitely on paper. You know, our opponent, Liberty, is a team that I know probably 3 weeks ago was right there on the bubble to host a regional, and really talented club. They have a lot of pitching depth. A team that took South Carolina to about as far as they wanted last year in their regional down there, and knocked off Clemson. This is a team with experience, and you know, it's going to be a major challenge for us tomorrow.
Coach, what do you think of it up there? Think of the park? It'll be a little more lively tomorrow with that maybe the drizzle coming down.
That was a beautiful ballpark. The surface is great. I've always heard that it has a beautiful surface. Plays very true, fair park. You know, it kind of reminds us of our ballpark. You know, maybe more of a pitcher's park. I mean, who's to say? I mean, their numbers are incredible, but I'm talking about Virginia. But it's I like the surface. We had a good workout. A little drizzle, field was wet, but just glad to be in a regional right now.
Decision to start all game one.
Just basically just trying to get scouting reports, and it's been really difficult. Coach Tolman should know that all the deals he made with all the people that he plays, they're holding true. It's been a battle to get them. So, but you know, just felt like it was maybe, you know, a little better matchup for us. I mean, that's what it's about this time of year. I mean, whether they're good matchups or bad, and you know, it just felt like, you know, Chris would be the guy we needed to throw. We feel like that we really have 3 number ones when we had when we have Beeks healthy. I mean, he's thrown on Friday. Our rotation shifted around all year. I would say, you know, Oliver and Killian, to me, it's flip a coin. I mean, they both have been really good for us, especially down the stretch, and they're basically, I mean, their numbers are almost identical if you look at them. ERA, almost the number of innings. So we just felt like that maybe that was a little bit better matchup.
It's not necessarily a situation where you're saving a guy.
There's no saving a guy. I'll tell you that right now. You know, I mean, just all you got to do is look at the numbers. We're actually going with a guy that's a little bit older, and you know, his stuff is very, very good. That's why you're seeing his name mentioned high in the draft in about a week.
Dave, what have you seen on film with their starter Trey Lambert?
Well, he throws nothing but strikes. He's a 4-pitch mix guy. I mean, he throws 4 pitches for a strike. He got a lot of experience last year as a junior in this type of situations, and now this year as a senior. You know, 11-2, pitcher of the year. Guy can pitch, and he's a veteran. He's not going to be intimidated. It's going to be a tough match for us.
Coach, talk about just the health of your team. I know you had a little bit of minor tweaks during that SEC tournament, so just the health.
Well, it's a lot better than it was those last couple of ball games. We didn't have our starting third baseman, or didn't have our starting catcher, didn't have our starting center fielder. You know, we've been playing all year without our starting shortstop, the one that started the season with us. You know, it's just the way it goes. But we're a lot better off right now. It looks like Wise will be available. Benintendi, it looks like he's just about 100%. And then Warnes, our third baseman, looks like he's going to be ready to go as well. So, I mean, there's no excuses for us. It's just, you know, those guys should be good to go to get through a weekend.
Chris and Tyler, you saw what Mississippi State did here last year. How does help playing the SEC get you guys battle tested for, you know, these type of stages?
I mean, I think just pitching-wise, it definitely helps us out because we're seeing the best every weekend. You know, Friday night in the SEC, you're going to see a guy that throws, you know, anywhere 92, 95. And, you know, Lambert, he kind of reminds us of the Auburn guy that he came to our place and did a great job against us. So our mindset is just to attack, basically be aggressive. I think it's going to be, you know, the experience in the SEC has helped us out a lot, and I think, you know, this regional is kind of similar to it. So.
Yeah, I think on the flip side of what he said from a pitching standpoint, you go out and you face the same lineup for 3 days in a row, and all the SEC lineups are good from top to bottom. There's no give-me-outs. You have to pitch, and I think that's what I took away from the SEC the most.
Chris, what was your mindset when you were told you were going to do the game when it started?
My mindset didn't change. I just got to be ready to go and do my job tomorrow.
You kind of excited to start, starting to really play after the guy, number one guy?
I'm ready to get after it.
What did you like about looking around that ballpark? It's maybe similar to yours, obviously pretty pitcher friendly.
I think so, yeah. Down the lines, it's a little deeper. I guess we'll just see what happens tomorrow, but the playing surface is really identical to ours. So.
Tyler, for you, Coach was saying Killian Oliver, it's a toss-up. For you as a teammate, what would you say about that?
I feel confident with either one out there. Every time they go out there, they give us a great performance. They give us a chance to win no matter what. That's what you look for. Hopefully we can string together some hits. Sometimes we get 3 or 4 runs. That's more than enough for these guys, and they go out there and do a great job every time. It makes it easy for us.
Tyler,
Now, what did you guys kind of find in the last couple of series of your regular season, kind of get your season going on back there?
I think just production from the bottom of the order really helped us out a lot. When we got guys on base in the bottom of the order, the top of the order, I think one huge thing that helped us out a lot is Clark Egan's in the top of the order now, and he's done a phenomenal job just getting hits, getting on base, and he's come through for us a lot, and Benintendi's swinging it well. Just up and down the order, I feel like we're just getting on base and driving people in when we need it.
I know you guys are really rally offensively, like in that last game in Missouri, the Ole Miss game. Do you think that this team is peaking at the right time offensively going into the postseason?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, just up and down the order, I feel like guys, just in BP, even guys are taking really good swings and hitting the ball really well. So I feel confident with anybody who's at the plate right now that they're going to get it done.
Chris, what was your impression of Ryan Seas, looking at him, switch hitter guy, their conference player of the year in the Big South? Just kind of scouting report to him.
Well, I know he's got good numbers. I know he's going to be a tough out, and I've just got to go out and make pitches. And like I said, I've just got to do my job, and I think we'll be all right.
Coach, you mentioned, I was talking to you about Egan by the cage. The difference he's made since you put him, that's hit like around 400 since you started leading him off. Talk about it a little bit more on Egan.
Well, what I like about Clark is that he's very confident for a young player. He had some good games for us early in the season. He wasn't starting. Put him in left, put him in right, put him at first. He even had to play some third base for us in a couple of ball games early. And but what I like about him, again, he just plays. He doesn't get all uptight. And this is a kid from Wisconsin. Didn't get to play a lot of baseball up there. Now that he's been with us, I just see him getting better all the time. And I like the fact that he uses the whole field when he hits. He'll hit the ball down the left field line. He'll pull the ball down the right field line. It's through the middle. He can bunt. He's just done a good job. And we need a little spark. And we had some injuries. Decided one night. I remember we were in the hotel and trying to think. We got Baxendale hurt and Wise hurt and all these guys, and just trying to figure it out. I thought I'm just going to throw Egan up there. He did it a little bit in high school, did it in summer ball. I saw him hitting the 3-hole in summer ball. Sure enough, the kid just finds a way to get on base, score runs.
Last question, Jeff. Last year we learned with Brian how important that first game is not to get down in that bottom side of that bracket. So how important is it just to take care of business in game one if possible? Well,
if you don't win game one and your goal, and most teams' goal is to win the regional, you got to win 4 in a row. So obviously to win game one is big if your team aspiration is to get out of here and move on to the super regionals, which ours is. And I'm sure Liberty it is, and it's just the way it is. And so we'll do whatever we can to win that ball game. We'll throw anybody we need to throw, and take it from there.
Coach, I know your mind's on Liberty, but what have you found out about Virginia or scouting?
Well, it's pretty easy. Just look at their numbers. It starts on the mound with them, and then they field the ball extremely well. They've got pitching depth, outstanding starting pitching, a couple of guys out of the bullpen that have gotten it done. And, this was the year that, reading about them early, that they were supposed to have a big-time offense too. And so it's in there, Sometimes in the grind of a long season, things might not go your way offensively, but you can turn around pretty quick. They're awfully dangerous. And, I hope we have the opportunity to play them.